This week in room 333, students have once again used break-aparts to help them do their subtraction work. This is another way that students can break apart numbers into smaller numbers in order to do mental math. Let's do some together. It's important to remind students that when we're using subtraction in a break-apart, we're not thinking about partners to 10, but we're thinking about multiples of 10, which is a little bit different. But first things first, when I see this problem here, 63 minus 7, the first thing I'm going to do is make an upside down caret and circle that number as well. The next thing I need to think about is 30, take away what number, is going to give me the closest multiple of 10, which is going to be 60. Well, it's a big hint if I look over my ones digit. I know that that's only 3 hop backs on my hundreds grid, or 3 hops back on my number line to get to 60. So 3 is going to be the first number in my caret. 63 minus 3 is going to give me 60. Now I have to think, 3 plus how many more is going to give me 7, and I know that that's 4. I can now cross out the 7 because I've turned it into an addition number sentence. I already did the next part. 63 minus 3 is 60. And once I do that, I can also cross out those two numbers. The only number I have left is 4. Now that makes my counting easier. 60 minus 4. If students have trouble with that, you can think of this as the reverse of addition. They know 4's partner to 10 is 6, and 1 minus 6 is going to be 5. Make sure you put the answer, as always, in both places. That gives us 63 minus 7 is 56, or 60 minus 4 is going to be 56. In another example, we're going to start off circling the 8 because it's the smallest number and making an upside down caret. The next thing we have to think of is 55 minus what number is going to give me the multiple of 10, 50. Well, if I look at my ones digit, that's going to be the first number in my caret. 55 minus 5 is going to give me 50. Next, to finish my break apart, 5 plus how many more is 8? I know that that's 3. Cross out the 8. 55 minus 5 was 50. I can now cross out these two parts. And the only number I have left is 3. 50 minus 3. If students are still having trouble seeing this as an addition problem, you can prompt them to use their hundreds grid that I sent home last week, or they can also go back to a number line. You can phrase to them, though, that we know that 3's partner to 10 is 7, and when I do that, 5 take away 1 is going to be 4. My answer will be 47. Another example, 53 minus 6. I'm going to take an upside down caret and circle that number. I'm going to look at this 3 and prompt myself that that should be the first number in my caret because I'm trying to get this number to be 50, the closest multiple of 10. 3 plus 3 is going to give me 6. I don't need this 6 anymore. I turned it into a number sentence. 53 minus 3 is 50. And the only thing I have left is 3. 50 minus 3 is going to be 47. I'll put that up top as well. Here's when things get tricky. We're not only going to break apart this number one time, but we're going to break it apart 2 times. Prompt students to remember that as soon as they see that the number that they're subtracting from is a 2-digit number, that is going to most likely stand for 2 break aparts. Let's do this first. Same as always, I'm going to circle the smallest number, which is 18, and make an upside down caret. Before I think about multiples of 10, I'm going to just break this number into 10s and 1s. I know that this 1 stands for 10, and this digit, the 8, stands for 8, or 8 ones. That's step 1. I'm breaking that 18, that 2-digit number, into tens and ones, 10 plus 8. As soon as you do that, have students cross out that number. Now, 43 minus 10 is going to give me 23. Excuse me, I'm going to have 33. I'll write that above here. Even teachers make mistakes, right? 33. I can then cross out these two numbers. You'll see now that I have two numbers left, and it should be 33 minus 8. When students see this, sometimes it can get messy, and you can prompt students to do their work over on the side. 33 minus 8. Now, just like before, we're going to do the same thing that we have practiced. I'm going to circle the 8, upside down caret. I'm going to think about closest multiples of 10, changing this 33 to a 30. I would have to have a 3 as my first number. 3 plus how many more is going to be 8, and I know that that's 5. Cross out the 8. 33 minus 3 is going to give me 30. And my last number is 5. 30 minus 5 is 25. I'm going to fill it in all the spots that I used. Those are how we do double break aparts. Let's do another practice. As soon as you see that a two-digit number is what you're subtracting, that should prompt you to say, uh-oh, I'm going to have to do not one, but two break aparts. Let me circle the 14, and I'm going to break it into tens and ones. That 1 stands for not just 1, but 10. 10 plus 4 ones, or 4. Now I can cross it out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 59 minus 10 is 49. And cross out these two numbers. Minus 4, which is the only number I have left here. Let's continue our break apart work. Students like to have this part here to have them separate themselves from the problem, and that's okay. They might even want to do this, and that's okay too. Now I'm going to circle the 4 and make an upside down caret. Now, if I'm trying to make this the closest multiple of 10, some friends might think to have a 1 here, because 59 plus 1 would be 50. Nope, that's not going to work. I want to have this be a subtraction problem. When you get this far and you ask students, 49 minus what number is going to give you 40, I can't put a 9 in this first part, because 9 plus no other number is going to give me 4. When this happens, you're just going to stick with one break apart. You can cross this out. Let's do regular math in our head. 49 minus 4. Put 49 in your head. We'll count back using the touch points. 48, 47, 46, 45. And put it into both places. Again, like I said, we can prompt us that more than likely we'll have to do two break aparts. I broke it into tens and ones. When I got here though, 49, take away 4, I can't have this as the first number in my caret, because 9 plus something else isn't going to give me the whole, or the 4. This is the way that I've taught students. It seems to be a lot easier than having them flip back and forth between addition and subtraction. So when it gets to this part, just prompt students that it's okay to just have one step. As always, please feel free to email me or leave me a note on the video or on the website. The break aparts can be challenging. This week for homework, I only had them choose 6 problems because the Go Math book didn't really leave enough workspace. So please let me know if you need any other help. We're getting closer to regrouping soon enough. Thank you.